Today's Amud, Be'ez Hashem, is Daf Yud Ches Amud Aleph. We're continuing Torah Yud Gimel. Till now we learned that the way your mamshech hashgacha, which means the feeling and understanding that Hashem's hashgacha is what's ruling our lives, and everything in our life is hashgachas Hashem, is through breaking the taiva for money. We said that the way you break the taiva for money is through tzedakah. Tzedakah is like a ruach which takes the chamimus of taivas mammon and cools it down. And we learned that b'chlal, to cool off a taivas mammon, is the need of bias Mashiach, because we know when Mashiach will come, then everyone will throw away Elei Kaspai Elei Zavai. The Rebbe says that the gods of gold and silver, that's the taiva for gold and silver. And all the dinim that people have, that the tzaras that people have, come from Avodah Zarah. And one of the aspects of Avodah Zarah is the aspect of taivas mammon. Well, also there's also going to be a skalos of Torah. So when a person is zeichet to be machnia and to cool off his taivas mammon, so he's zeichet to skalos of Torah. And the Talmid Chacham and the tzaddik who broke his taivas mammon to enough of a degree, he's able to take the nefashis of the people who are listening to his Torah and to be mal them, which means he takes the ritzonos. Every person who comes to hear Torah from tzaddik, he comes with ritzonos. Some of them are for good things, he has good kisuf and ritzonos, and some of them are for other things. And things like taivas for Adam Hazeh, which make him bitter. We said one of the inyanim of Adam Hazeh and taivas is it makes a person bitter not when he doesn't have it, when he wants it, he doesn't have it. So it's the Chacham takes all those ritzonos, is mal of them, and he brings down Torah based on the ritzonos of everyone who's around him. He's able to bring down Torah to them, and that Torah that he brings down to them is like a light which is right in front of them, and that gives them satisfaction, and it helps them to be mal of them and to help them to see hashgacha, because hashgacha comes to the Torah, and when a person sees the Torah right in front of him, with the Torah which is naskala through his ritzonos being nasala, so that brings the hashgacha right in front of his eyes. And then a person, through the Torah of the tzaddik, which he was makabel, through the tzaddik being mala his ritzonos, then a person is able to see hashgacha. And we started saying that this is the inyan of the Merkava Yecheskel, Merkava La, Merkava Tata. It says in their Merkava we have a nefesh, a kisei, the Yoshev al kisei, Ephraim, and there's 4 chayas in the Merkava. So there's a Aryeh, Shor, Nefesh, and Adam. So we said that Aryeh is the pasuk says Ari, Mari, and Bisami. That the Arisi, they collected Mari Bisami, different types of spices, but the Rebbe says Mari is the Marirus. It takes all the bitter ritzonos the person wants. The person has a taiva for Elam Hazeh, and it's bitter, and he doesn't have what he wants. And the Bisami and the good ritzonos a person has, and he collects them all. And then was a Shor. Shor, ox is also sure of seeing, and that means that when a person was bitter because he doesn't have what he needs, it's a bechina of that, like Chazal say, that a blind person is never satisfied with what he eats because he doesn't see. When a person doesn't see, it's not satisfied. So with the when the Torah comes down, and the Torah is the inyan, we said it's the inyan of an einayim. There are the 3 colors of the eye, together with the pupil of the eye, or the keneged, the tagin, nekudos, tam and maisias of the Torah. And nesher is the pasuk says tischadish knesher nareichi, that in of nesher is in of ischachas. The tzchachas of Torah, which means the new chidushi Torah which the Chacham brings down with our ritzonos. And the Adam of the Merkava, that's the Adam, that Adam is made up of. Talmid was saying that these are the inyanim that come together, and a person becomes a mensch. And the Ephraim are the gufim, the guf which actually performs the mitzvahs together with the nefesh. So all that is in the nefesh, and the kisei of the Merkava that is the Chacham who's bringing down Torah, because Kisei, the throne, is also the Kisui, which means to cover, which that's the meaning of the Tam Chacham, who's Zikarim Lefnai Lefnim is the meaning of Kisui. And the Adam Yeshua Kisei, now we're talking about Adam, not Adam Yeshua Kisei, is a das of the Chacham. Because Gamdas Nefesh Leitoiv. So all that is in the Merkava, and also all of this there is Mamshich is Shaykh to Torah, because the Aryeh in the Torah, because the Torah is called Oiz, and the pasuk says Ma'oz Meri. Shar in the Torah is Bi Sarim Yisharu, you have Shar in the Torah. The Nesher of the Torah, that's the Hischachis of Torah. The Hischachis Nesher is Chidush Torah, and Adam Shabbat is Torah Adam. Torah has kalas and chamures, like we said, that Adam, person, has miskin of atiris, ashiris, together with anius. And the kisei of Torah is the dvarim shekisei atik yomin. Those are the Torah, the asal lavai, which we're saying that will only be miskal when Mashiach comes. But now we're mamshechet through being misachik tavis mammon. And the yoshiv kisei is atik yomin. Those are the Eibush Delein, that were Megala through the Torah, Hasagas Hashem. And I found him, which carried them recover, those are the Gufais, those are the Gufei Halachos. So, this is Pshat in the Gemara in Tainis, that says by Rihanna that when the world needed rain, he said, I'm going to bring Bezuza Ibura, I'm going to bring grain, what I need for my family, with Bezuz. So he would go into a deep place, a deep covered place, Basra Mika, Basra Tzniya. He would cover himself with a sack, and that's how rain would come. So that explains the rain is Torah, Yarif Kamata Likutey. And he said the way he would bring down Torah into this world would be through Ibura and Zuzah. Ibur, the word Ibur is made up of Ayin Beis and Reish Vav. Ayin Beis is Gematria Chesed. That's the ruach of, we said that when a person is machnia the taivas mammon, then he's machnia through chesed, and what's he machnia the taivas mammon, which is gvura, is reshid vav, is gematria gvura, and that's a chamimus of taivas mammon. That through the ibura of the zuzah of the taivas mammon, then through being mesachik taivas mammon, he was able to go into a deep place. He would go to a deep place. Deepness is in chesed. Like Chazal say that Kamara Chama Mukam Netzel, that sunlight always, when you look at a shadow always looks like it's above the sunlight, and the inner sunlight is in Nina of Yom Tzavashem Chazdoi, that's the chesed of being Mesachik Tavis Mammon, and then the Tzavashem Chazdoi. And he's actually to be in bias because at the beginning of Yomam, we spoke before that he's going to be in bias of Beis Hamikdash and the Seichel and Das Torah the person is Zeicha to. So you go to Aset Tzniya. So he said that when a person is Zeicha, we learned in the previous summit that when a person is Zeicha to be Mesachek Tavis Mammon, there's also Zeicha to Seichel and Das, the Seichel and Das the Torah that we're talking about, which is in the Beis Hamikdash, Kal Mishay Eish V'Deah Kilanim the Beis Hamikdash B'Yamav. And that's Atzat Tzniya. He went into a hidden place, because Vesat Tznuim B'Chochma, eating of Chochma, is eating of being hidden. And he would cover himself with a sack. A sack is referring to Nefesh. A sack is we said, is eating of Gufos. The people that once he has all his bechinas of he was Mesachik Tavis Mammon, then now he has a koyach to be malad in the nefashos of all the people, and then he's able to bring down rain. So for sure, till now we spoke about, at this point we're talking about tzaddik, a chacham, and like we spoke about yesterday, that the purpose of chacham, Rav says that every time a person learns Likutey Moharan, every time a person learns a Torah from the tzaddik, then when he comes with his nefesh, which is his ritzainus, his good ritzainus, his not good ritzainus, then you have to have a munah that the Rebbe had in mind. B'shas he said every Torah Likutey Moharan, he had in mind all the people that were going to hear this Torah and to learn this Torah. And when we come with our ritzainus and our kesufim, we're ready to learn the Rebbe's Torahs, then we understand new musagim of Torah Datika, the Torah of Mashiach, Kafi, whatever we need for our, which is matim, what passes for our ritzinus and our kisufin, in order to misachich our taivis and misachnas, in order to bring us ultimately to sing Hashgachas Hashem and everything, which is that's the goal. When you have the Torah comes down and it gives us the the light that we'd be able to have to see these things in this world and to be satisfied and to have ruchnius and to able to see Hashgachas Hashem right in front of us. The Torah is right in front of us, and Hashgachas Hashem is right in front of us. So, and the Rebbe says over here, that's where a person has to look for a chacham, because it's not easy. He says there's a seichel of being mekabetz and nefashos. There's another seichel of just because you're able to mal them, but you have to bring them down Torah for them. Those are two different bechinas. He says that's like the two shins and tefillin, one of three-headed shin and a four-headed shin. Dassim points out that all this, and Chanami seems to be talking about Chacham, but every person by himself also, every time a person gives tzedakah and he's machnias taivis mammon, then he's like a little bit more to be able to mamshich Torah, and every time you a little bit more machnia your taivis mammon, so you have a little bit more shaykhis to be machnia v'dezara, and a little bit more shaykhis to Yemaisa Mashiach, Yemaisa Chesed, and a little bit more shaykhis to Torah, and a little bit more shaykhis to Gili of Torah, the type of Torah which helps us to see Hashgacha Partis everywhere. And the Rebbe says that that's any of the Samech B'chelkoi. When a person is Machnias Tavis Mammon and he sees the Torah in front of him, he's zeicher to the Ruach of the Negunim of the Levim, the Rebbe says. That's a Samech B'chelkoi. The Or that helps me to see everything and to be Samech with what I have. He said the idea of Masa Matan, the person works, is Masa Matan, the business. And Masa Matan is also, we said, is the idea of music. The pasuk says, Su Zimru Snu Saif, Sa Masa Matan. So you see the idea of music, of chedva and simcha. A person even who is oisik in this world to be able to do it b'simcha with being samech v'chelkei. Now the Rebbe teaches that in Ma'amar B'chana. It continues in the next Amud, but we'll just start it. So Rebbe B'chana says, I was once going together with Nechusei Yama, people who go in the sea, and they related to me how they saw between one wave and another wave there were 300 parsais, and the height of each of the parsais was 300. Each of the waves was 300 parsais. And one time we were going, and the wave picked us up until we saw the resting place of a small star that looked like a 400 gevaya bezar dechadel within a thing of mustard. That's how big the star was. If you would have picked us a little bit more, we would have been burnt from the heat. And we heard one wave saying to another wave, "Have you left anything in the world which you haven't yet drowned? And let's go and be machriv it together." So and the other wave answered back, "You see how strong your master is, that I haven't even left one breath of sand from the shoreline." Then that's what Pasuk says, "Ha'osi le'siro nam Hashem." So Nechusei Yama, the people going to sea, the Rebbe explains that people who won't go into the Yam deraisa, the Yam Torah, they're trying to be mamshech Yam Torah into this world. So the way they do it is through the waves of 300 parsais. Those are shin. Shin is made of 3 heads, which is gematria 300. So there's the first shin and the second shin, the one shin of 4 Rushim, one shin of 3 Rushim. Those are 2 sichlim. Sichli will be able to mekabetz nefashis, and the sichli will be able to mal nefashis and to bring Torah, which is 2 types of shinim. And these two waves are the 2 types of the nefashis. Talikaleich bas galim. So between each of these waves, which is the kech nefashis chacham, there are tlas meir parsi. So Rumi the gal tlas meir parsi, and one time it was going on the Oirach. He says one time it was going on a wave. Oirach means way, and the wave picked us up. That means the way is in of zivug, and the wave picked us up, which means to say that it picked up our nefashas. He took all our tzainis along Kisuf and his mallet, and they took us to the resting place of a small star. A resting place is Marbata, which is also in of Archi Verivi, which is in of Zivug. Mitzvah Hashem, the hemshech of this is on the next Talmud, and next Chesed Beis will finish off the Maimar Rabbi Baba Chana. Thank you.